Hello, this is Sean Dean, and welcome to News Talk 980 CJME Talks to the Experts. And with us here today is the lovely and talented Sarah Wheelwright from Trustedsaskatoon.com with an entourage of special guests here to help you understand not only what goes into building a home, but even the laws that follow every step of the process. So that's our theme today, home building and real estate law. And we have some fine folks with you here today, Sarah, that can help us find the answers we're looking for. Would you be so kind as to introduce us to all these wonderful people?
Absolutely, Sean. It's great to be here, as always. So today we have some wonderful Trusted Regina partners. First, you'll be hearing from Katrina and Matt from Harmony Homes. I think they're running out of shelving space for all of the awards that they keep getting for their marvelous homes and well loved by their clients, and they have lots of questions to answer. And then we have Doug and Barb Posher from Lindell Homes, and they are the owners of Lindell Homes across Saskatchewan, and they have some wonderful, beautiful homes, and the smell of them is enough to buy one. They're wonderful, and they're going to be answering lots of questions. And then we will be moving on to Robert McKay, who is a expert in real estate law. And hey, you're going to get free advice from a lawyer. This is this is wonderful.
There's no charge for this right now, is there? No?
Did I mention that I brought 20 pages of notes for my answer?
We'll get through it, everyone. It's going to be a good time today. So we know the players on today's show, and this is how it works. We actually take your questions from Facebook and online, and we get live and direct answers from our experts that are joining us today. And today we are starting with Katrina and Matt from Harmony Homes. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thank you.
So, we're just going to jump right into it. We've got a lot of questions here that people want to know about Harmony Homes, and Sarah wanted to know, what are the most common misconceptions about building a home?
I think the biggest misconception is that this is such a stressful process. Building is supposed to be a fun and exciting time. That's actually why we even named our company Harmony, because we want clients to have such a peaceful and wonderful experience. Lots of people also say that they hear that you fight a lot with your home builder. Our clients actually...
And each other sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah. And our clients actually end up being our friends after. A lot of them have us over for supper after. I just got a text last week from a client that's been in their home for 2 years now, texting how much they still love their Harmony homes. So Matt and I try to make it as fun and stress-free as possible.
That sounds good, because you hear so many horror stories sometimes, from people, where it's refreshing to hear someone saying, let's make this fun. So. Jennifer wants to know, how long does it take on average to build a home from start to finish?
We are 7 months from the day we dig the hole. If there is basement development, we are 8 months.
Carmen wants to know, are there ways to cut costs when building a new home?
We would never personally at Harmony allow you to cut anything structural. Right now we include lifetime shingles, the best low E triple pane argon gas windows, waterproofing our basements, stuff like that. We would never ever allow you to take out of your Harmony package. We would be able to cut some cosmetic stuff, so maybe don't do granite, don't do quartz. If clients tell us their budget, we can work with them no matter what. So they just need to come to our show homes. We can make their budget work.
This is an interesting one. Robert wanted to know, is the trend now to build with more environmentally friendly material? And I guess first and foremost, I'm kind of new at this too. What does that mean? We
actually won the environmental award last year. We're big into the Energy Star. We're the first builder actually to be recycling now on all our job sites, so that's huge. We've actually put a lot into this to make sure now all our trades are recycling and all our guys on sites.
The bottom line is, it sounds like you guys are very much for the environment.
Pro-environment, yes. Save the universe.
Okay, well, keeping that in mind, Lori would like to know, what is the average cost per square foot to build a new house? And do you just build in the developments, or do you do infill houses as well with Harmony?
Last year we did quite a few infills. We love doing infills if you have a lot or you want to knock down your house. We do a lot in the new developments as well. We don't really have a cost per square foot. We have amazing pricing. If you actually compare us with other builders, we actually have really good value for what we include in our houses. So go to our website, stop by our show homes, talk to our salespeople, and they can show you everything we include in our houses so that you really don't need to upgrade. And so we don't really have a cost per square foot, but if you have a plan you love, we can give you the price. And we really just work off plan, not on. But we have amazing pricing. So
Okay, well, one last one for you here. Jana wants to know, what is your background or experience, and why should someone choose you as a home builder?
This is a great story. Matt and I have been in this business for 14 years now. We actually worked for a home builder in Regina, a big home builder. And Matt actually got fired for caring too much and fixing things.
Oh,
and
don't you
saying
hate
they
when
weren't.
that happens?
Actually, turned out good, actually. So Donald Trump actually got fired, too, if you know that. So Matt, he actually cared too much. And I couldn't sell houses for a company that I knew didn't care as much either. So we started Harmony, and our goal was to always put client first philosophy, and actually change this industry, which we really, really have. We have taken that bar and raised it up, and other home builders now know they have to too. So we're kind of excited to be leaders in this industry.
And now we move to another one of the best builders in Saskatchewan. Joining us is Barb from Lindell Homes. How are you doing, Barb?
Oh, I'm great. And how are you all today?
It looks like everyone's having a good time in here today, so we're doing good.
Awesome.
And thanks for joining us on the phone for this. We're just going to jump right into this and ask some questions about your business. Now, this question comes from Jana, and she asks, can you design your own bespoke Lindell home, or do you have standard floor plans and that's it?
Oh, we offer many different design and building options. We can custom design a plan for you to suit your building site, to fit in all your wishes on your wish list, and to fit within your budget, and built with all the beautiful and high-quality Lindell materials that come. Each of our homes come with a structural lifetime warranty. So I would say about 99% of our homes are all custom built. So we would transform your ideas, even if it be just from hand-drawn boxes, right through to a full set of construction drawings with our professionals at Lindell, all our architects, drafters, and engineers. We've perfected the Lindell design system and delivered as well. So we have pretty much perfected the design and product delivery process, being in business for 70 years and shipping over 50,000 homes all over the world. So our post and beam patented Lindell building system provides exceptional design flexibility. So it gives you the greatest flexibility of any building system to modify a floor plan to suit your needs. So we have, you might also be surprised to learn that our motivation goes far beyond capturing your site's breathtaking views. We have always led in preserving the environment that our homes celebrate. So once we get to know you, we get to know your site and your vision, and we gather up local environmental data. We explore your building site with you. We note the topography and things like trees, critical for shading, and the most natural vehicular access to your house site, so how you're going to drive in and drive out and what your lifestyle is. So for the last 20 years, Lindell Cedar Homes has planted trees to replace those harvested. So we've planted over 400,000 trees in the last 20 years. We certainly led the green home building efforts in the use of energy-efficient windows and detailing, engineering wood, our engineered wood, and other sustainable materials. So we've been recognized locally and nationally, and we were the first to be green approved by the National Association of Home Builders Research Center, and having the only single-family home selected for Time Magazine's Green Design 100. So we've
Wow.
It's a fun process, and totally agree with Katrina and Matt. It's just a fun and happy and great process.
It's all about giving back.
It's all about giving back, absolutely.
Well, you know what? I have to stop you here. We're coming up to a break. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick time out, and when we come back, we're going to get to more of your questions on the Home Building and Real Estate Law Show with TrustedRegina.com. Only right here on News Talk 980, CJME Talks to the Experts. Hi, this is Sean Dean, and welcome back to News Talk 980, CJME Talks to the Experts with TrustedRegina.com. Write that down, put that in your memory pan, okay? It's the Home Building and Real Estate Law Show, and today we're talking about home building with Barb from Lindell Homes, and it looks like we have a few more questions left there, Barb, for you, so let's just get back into it, okay? Lori wants to know, please explain your method of building houses that allow walls of windows.
Yes, this is a great question. With the post and beam patented building system that we patented back in the early 1940s when Sir Walter started the Lindell Cedar Homes Company, Sir Walter Lindell, you get the beauty and warmth of wood post and beams, which offers a large open space and a span of windows that's limited basically only by your imagination. So after decades of refinement, our designs are still defined by large windows that capture fabulous views from sunrise to sunset You can have vaulted ceilings, either with a western red cedar or pine or drywall, and a continuous flow of interior space. So our post and beam system allows for extraordinary design possibilities. You can desire a airy, spacious post and beam design that showcases the cedar and lets in the outdoors. Or you may prefer to arrange the interior walls to manage traffic to meet your lifestyle. So once again, the post and beam building system provides a really strong framework of glulam posts and beams. It's an engineered building system which supports the roof's weight. So all the interior walls are freed from serving us from having to do the structural support. So you could basically have no walls and all windows if that's what you wanted.
That'd be scary, I think, for someone in my position, to be honest with you sometimes. Okay, well, I got to ask this last question here for you, okay? Because Terry wants to know, what makes a cedar home so special besides the awesome smell?
Well, you know, we use the finest western red cedar to build your dream home. When Sir Walter founded his company 70 years ago, all the lumber used to build our homes was entirely made of cedar. But this has really changed over the years to be more affordable and for our customers' preference. So you can choose as little cedar, as much cedar, or basically none at all. We're other industry standards, and we just keep going. So at our facility in Surrey, BC, every piece of lumber is kiln-dried, cut, and planed to achieve that radiant finish. So whether it's cedar, fir, spruce, it's just an extra step that reduces and controls moisture content. So it reduces the chance for twisting and warping that often occurs with green or air-dried lumber used in most new construction. But western red cedar, this is a really good fact for everyone that is looking to put cedar in their home, on their deck, in their roof, on their siding, or in their walls. Western red cedar contains a natural oil that acts as preservatives to help the wood resist insect attack and decay. And it's dimensionally stable wood that lies flat and stays straight even as it ages. If you take a look at the forests up in northern BC near Alaska, you'll see the western red cedar are like stumps towering in the sky 50, 60 feet high, and they just never die. I mean, the leaves fall off, but the stumps are there for forever. I saw it this last summer. It's quite amazing. So there'll be a test after, and there you go.
I've got my notes.
Yeah, there you go. Check out our website. We'd be happy to chat with you.
We got to hear from two reputable home builders here in Regina, but there's a lot more that goes into home building. There is the letter of the law. And here to answer your questions about what the law has to say regarding your home building, I would like to introduce you to Robert from Robert McKay's. How are you doing today, sir?
Way too well. Thank you for asking.
Good, good. Well, we got to dive right into the questions today. Nicole wants to know, can a buyer use the seller's lawyer, or do you advise getting a lawyer of your own?
Well, in short, the first answer to the question is no, and the second question, the answer is yes.
Okay.
We have a code of professional conduct that we're obligated to adhere to, and in that code, it says that a lawyer shall not act for both a developer, builder, and a purchaser in a real estate transaction, even if both parties consent. Additionally, and I'll let people draw their own conclusions on it, but if you're about to commit to not one but usually two six-figure contracts that are often for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 each, being the purchase contract itself for the home and then secondly for a mortgage, you can be sure in this situation that the developer had their lawyer draw up a contract, and you can also bet that the bank had their lawyers draw up their paperwork. So everyone else in this transaction is looking after their interests. So the question I'd have for you is, do you think you should look after yours? And what's the best way to do that?
I can tell you right now, I'm definitely hiring a lawyer. Okay, we're going to move to a question from Tam. Now, this is more of a kind of a story here. Her sister-in-law and her boyfriend were building with another home builder, not one of these fine people today, and their house was to be done last November, and now they are homeless and still waiting for their house to be done. Now, the problem is they've had numerous messages from people with the same problem. They were homeless for a year later, and they don't have a stone or stucco on the house. What are their rights, and how can they, avoid these issues in the future?
The old saying comes to mind, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so there are no guarantees in life. I mean, you can do everything right, and you can still end up with problems. But I encourage people to sort of maximize the probability that everything will turn out successfully. And to that end, I don't just emphasize what we lawyers do, but I'd also, in that vein, it's important to sort of pay attention to the contractual terms. Are they in your best interest? What are your rights if the builder does not meet their promises? Do you have any rights to terminate the contract? And this is a good opportunity, I think, for me to emphasize you should really have a team. When you're spending the most money you're ever likely to spend in your whole life,
For sure.
you know what? Look at getting a realtor. They will meet with you and determine what it is, what are your needs when you're looking for a particular property. The mortgage broker, how much should you be spending on this? You don't want to be house rich and cash poor, so to speak. Involve an insurance agent. What are the different types of insurance contracts? Because there's another contract that you're about to enter into, and so many people give very little thought to. And perhaps a home inspector as well. When you're building a home, often if you're not familiar with the builder and you haven't developed that level of trust with them, they haven't built a home for you before, home inspectors are there or are available to come out, have a look at the property as progress develops, and ensure that the bylaws, building codes and standards are being adhered to, that what you contracted for is being used in the construction of the property and so forth.
Lori wants to know, what would be the average cost for all this, for the documents, the sales of the house? Is it a flat rate or does it go on a percentage basis? What can people expect?
Well, I know everyone is sort of cost conscious, and rightly so. To borrow another old saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. But I've never heard anyone brag about the fact that they've had the cheapest lawyer in town. To draw on another colloquialism, you don't want to be a penny wise and a pound foolish. Remember, you're signing 2 contracts worth 6 figures. Pay attention to GST and PST on real estate commissions are often more than what most lawyers are charging in a typical transaction. So it's kind of relative to the amount of money that you're spending. Lawyers will typically take into a number of different factors when you go into pricing. They don't get paid a commission. Fees are more like an insurance premium. They look at the amount of risk involved in the transaction. So was a realtor involved or not? Because if there is no realtor involved, typically a lawyer will want to charge more because they may be dealing with non-standardized contracts.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's extra risk involved in the transaction. Is a mortgage involved or not? If there's no mortgage, because a lot of people don't realize when we work for you, we also usually work for your bank as well. Is it closing tomorrow or a month from now? Because if it's closing tomorrow, all of a sudden we have to clear our desks in order to accommodate your quick closing date. Otherwise, if it's a month from now, we've got some time. And are there construction advances involved? Because those often require extra administrative duties.
Well, you know what? I have to end this here, guys. We're coming up against the clock. There's a lot of great information, a lot of great answers today. I want to thank everyone for coming on the show today. And I also want to let people know that if they want to get more information, they can go to Trustedregina.com. You're going to find all the links to all the information and the contact if you want to talk to any of these people that were here today. And it is time for us to give away one incredible prize package today from Trustedregina.com. And the winner is Lori Wyatt. So tell us, what exactly did she win?
$300 prize package today, and each of our wonderful partners here have contributed to that. We have a $100 gift certificate for Just For You Day Spa, a $100 gift certificate for Crave, and another $100 gift certificate for furniture from Harmony. So it's a wonderful prize package.
And if you want more information, where do they go, Sarah?
You've got to be in it to win it, and you will go to trustedregina.com. You can get us on Facebook, and you can even download the Trusted Canada app.
All right. Well, thanks very much. Have a great day, everyone.